All right, all right, all right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, my beautiful people. Welcome back to another live session. It is about that time of day. And as you guys know, no matter how nice the weather is outside, it's always a nice time to be inside, and of course, inside trading. So, time to lock in and let's take a look and see what's moving and what's not. It is 9:19, so I'm going to be a little quick about the stocks here today. Let's see. So TAOP is moving up. TAOP. I'm going to get this one up top. All right, all right, all right. I'm going to make sure my level 2 is also in place up here because I need as much screen real estate as possible. TAOP. How are we doing? Not bad. It's coming up to $1, right? TAOP. Coming down on the list. And by the way, am I on dual screen? Not yet. Let's make sure to do that. Let's see. BTTX at 36%. Okay. BTTX. Guys, we have a lot of continuation stocks. So today might be a little hectic, I think. BTTX, after that, TCBP maybe, but it's also cheaper. There's CING. Let me see, CING, how's this one looking? I don't like to watch it too many stocks, but because of yesterday's movements, this one sold off a lot. CING and TCBP. TCBP. Yeah. Okay, I'll write up the watch list here quickly. So we have TAOP. We have TCBP. I'm going to include GDTC from after hours yesterday. Before I shut things down, I saw this one. GDTC. It seems like it might be finished though. I don't know. You know, we had this huge move. It pulled back. Another huge move. It was pulling back. You know, are we going to see anything into the open? Probably not. So I'll also put it on there just in case. All right, we have that one. We also have PWM, which is still close to $30. Last time I saw this stock, there's a 29,000 share seller, or is it 20,000? 20,000 share seller, 29, but it pulled back, all right, and then crawled through the high. So I missed the trade, didn't really watch. GRRR, how are we doing today? You know, it's still kind of sideways. It's down a little bit. Maybe it needs another day of rest. Maybe. I'll probably leave this one alone. And lastly, is that it? MOB. MOB is also a little sideways. Maybe it doesn't do much, but we'll leave those two off the list. So we have 4. And do we want to put? I'll throw CING in there just in case. Sometimes these stocks that sell off, they do end up curling back up later in the day. So you never know. But quite the list here today. So I'm going to post this. Trading floor alerts. Boom, boom, boom. Make sure to throw it up here as well into the YouTube stream. Shout out to Marcelo with the watch list as usual. So I'm a little late. It's 22. I'm going to start my screen recording now. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. And then I'm going to map out a few trend lines. So for those of you tuning in on YouTube, be sure to hit that thumbs up button as you're tuning in. Again, today we're going to have another aggressive light goal. So screen recording is on. We're looking good. Now it's time for those trend lines. OBS, comments. I'm just a floating head. Okay. Looks good, looks good. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I'm gonna come down to TAOP, and I'm gonna get some trend lines going here. So we got a high of 113 right now. Not bad, not bad at all. High of the last candle. Let's get this alarm off. High of the last candle we had 102. Low of that candle was down there at 88. You know, can we hold up above $1? Is that possible? If not, at least at VWAP, right? If we can't hold 102, can we hold up VWAP? The last consolidation we had, we saw 88 hold up a little bit, so we'll see what it does, right? That's the low of the last 5-minute candle. Moving on to the daily chart on TAOP. We are above the 200, which is good, but it seems like there's some resistance coming up. Going back to candlesticks in August of last year, we had high points August 22nd, 119 as a high point. So resistance is looming, which isn't really the best thing for us here. We would want to see a little bit more room before rejection candles on the daily chart. On this particular day, we had 4.3 million shares of volume. Also 130, the next level where we got rejected. Also around August of last year. This one is on August 5th, 2.8 million shares. And then August 2nd, we had a high point of 175 with about 8 million shares of volume. So those are the three levels I'm going to watch on this stock. So we'll see how it does. We will see how it does. 119, 130, and 175. Moving on to GDTC. After our highs yesterday, we had 989. 989. Pre-market highs 1066. After our lows yesterday, around 588. So that's pretty low. Our very first high of day coming into pre-market was 840. So we're below 840. It's down. It's pulling back a little too much. We're at 780. You know, we don't want to see this stock like this go down, man. It's such a nice price range, but hey, it is what it is, right? So GDTC might not be the one here today. It seems like it's a fairly recent IPO. Let me double check on that. Yeah, it seems like it's a fairly recent IPO going back to, what's that? April 14th. So it's like all-time highs right now. This is interesting. Okay, maybe it curls up. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I'll use the pre-market levels for now, as there's no other prior data or previous data. So we'll see how this one does. Let's get my level 2s in place. GDTC, TAOP. Lastly, I think I'm going to watch, you know, TCBP is a little cheaper. I don't know about this one for now. After our highs, we had 74 cents, which is a nice target. Pre-market highs around 69, 70. Low of the pullback, we have 53. So, you know, we'll see how this one does. We'll see how this one does. Maybe there's something here, right? There's always a chance. The daily chart on, that's a 2-minute warning. It's going off and behind time. TCBP, let's see, TCBP. Yeah, there's room here. I'd say, you know, $1. Yeah, if this gets going over 74, $1 I think is a fair target. The 200 EMA is way out of the way. There's no other levels that are very close in proximity. So I'd say $1. Can we go up to $1? And then again, continuation stock, PWM. Yesterday's high, we had 30.92. Maybe this one will be in play today. 30.92. Yesterday's high. Today, pre-market high, clocking in at 28.77. And that'll do it for the analysis here. I think I'm going to watch this one into the open, PWM. Smaller size for me, but I am willing to be a little bit more aggressive than I was yesterday. We made about $3 a share. It just comes down to share size after that. So we'll be a little bit more aggressive today. So with that being said, the game plan, as usual, let's trade to the best of our abilities. Let's be disciplined. Let's be the best managers that we can be. Only you are here to save yourself. There's no one coming to trade for you and to manage your emotions for you. So you have to do a good job. I have to do a good job. We all have to here. Let's hold ourselves accountable and let's pay attention for those good patterns that we know and love. Besides that, remember that day trading is risky. Day trading, like any other business in this world, is risky. And it's so much so that 8 out of 10 small businesses in the States fail within the first 2 years. So, do not trade with retirement money, family savings, that type of stuff. Take it slow, trade in a simulator, use risk money, and be careful, all right? Remember that I do not invest money for my subscribers. So be careful of any impersonator and or fake account pretending to be me. I'll never ask for money. I will never ask for personal information. Stay safe and do not get yourself scammed. TAOP has range for a cheap stock, which I don't really like. So right now I'm just waiting to see which one will be the one. GDTC seems to have some range to it as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to avoid early trades here, at least for now, for the time being. PWM starting to move a little bit. High of 27.80. This one could be worth it. Well, or maybe not. Spreads fluctuating like crazy. As I'm saying, I might avoid an early trade. We got 27.74, but right back down on the bids. Yeah, let's ease off, right? It seems a little choppy to start. Sometimes you got to stick to your instincts. Be patient. So GDTC moving up slightly. Is this the one maybe? Although very early. High of 95. It has a spread to it. Got to be careful here. Okay. Well, okay, maybe not. Right back down. It didn't take break of 8 because I was skeptical. Maybe it holds up on the pullback. Keep watching. We got a low of 83. I got small size though, just 1,000 shares, so the losses are not bad here. Great fill. Think or swim, helping me out for once. Nice quick scalp there. So let's see if it starts to, if it continues to hold up its levels. Want to see more volume here. It'll 7. Do not Titanic on me, please. This one is a tricky stock. It has a spread. Well, let's say this. The spread is not too big. It has a range more so. We can go up 20 cents and back down 20 cents in no time. So you got to be careful, as always. We know it's never easy, right? That word doesn't exist in this field. There's 83. Oh my goodness. Uh, I'll take a loss here. The ask opened up in the worst time, but that's okay. Waiting. And almost had a great trade there. We got to be careful if it's failing. What's the volume looking like here? It's very close. But if it gets back over 8 again, I'd expect it to go this time. So let's see what it does. Show your true colors. Spread is so huge, man. It's hard to hold that trade. I'll be back out. I don't know. I think I might just leave this one alone. Again, it's just, there's potential, but it's so tricky. I'm gonna rotate. Do we have anything else moving? BTTX, which I didn't do any analysis for. CING, not much. GRR, not much there. So we're down a scratch trade or two here to start the day. Anything halted? RACY. Exchange requested info. That doesn't sound good. 7-Eleven time. Was that 5 a.m.? Oh, 500. Yeah, it seems like this thing is coming down after all. Switching gears to stock BTTX. We'll see if this one stands a better chance. We gotta break these sellers. Well, it's only 17,000 left. We are adding back 29. I don't want to waste my mental capital here. Although I have a lot of that these days. Come on. 30, 31, 31. More sellers again. Somebody must be shorting this thing. BTTX. Trying for a high day push, but somebody seems to be shorting it. 47. I'm going to map out my levels. Just, in the time being. Daily. Oh, and the 200 EMA is right here. Yeah, so good thing I did this. Taking unnecessary trades below resistance. 138. So over 138 is where I get back involved. All right, the good old 200 EMAs there. High of 161 on 410 as a target. If we do get over to 200, could be a good area. Switching back to PWM. Are we doing anything? Not much right now. TAOP is down. GDTC is also down. So it's a slow start. I think we're down like maybe 160 bucks. Scratch trade. Waiting. It's good to follow your instincts, and just be patient. I'm glad to only be down a small amount. So right now I'm going to just keep an eye on the scans, and I'm going to keep rotating TMC, ELOX, those two getting called out. ELOX halted up. Where's this one? Why is it not on the scans? This one maybe there's something here. It's cheap, so that's good. We got about 88,000 shares heading into the halt. The only thing I don't know about this stock is like the sentiment right now is kind of slow, so that could weigh on it. ELOX, like people might not be as aggressive, but I can keep an eye on the resumption. We're right up at the pre-market high. If it resumes higher and we get good volume, it could be good. There's room on the daily chart. 635, then 758, which is essentially the 200, 750, say 752, 750, 200 EMA, and daily resistance 633, 635, really, 635. GDTC curling back up a little bit. Again, you know, for this, I'd probably just use 1,000 shares here just to be safe because the sentiment is so slow. What I don't need to do is get myself in trouble early. You know, you guys know starting deep red is sometimes a problem, so we want to avoid that. GDTC back over 8. There's 805. Do we need a pullback here? This one might be it, man. I hope. Especially if it can move a little tighter in the spreads, you know? Will 70 hold up a support again? GDTC. Great fill. Now take me to the moon here. Take me to the moon. KB, are the bulls paying attention here for GDTC? Or am I the only person watching at it? And am I delusional? So I'm long here, just holding small size to see. Tight stop. There's 84. The resumption on the other one, 42. There's a bid, 42. 42.13. I might get aggressive for break of, let's see. Can we see good green? Spread on this thing is tricky though. There's the resumption. I'm not watching at it, unfortunately. It looks good. I might miss trades. It looks like I'm missing trades. High is at 74. Can we get into another halt at 89? Low 78. I need to just watch one at a time. If not, I'll get in trouble. I'm going to pull GDTC on the screen as soon as I can. This other one looks good though. It looks good. Especially if the volume is increased, which I can't tell right now. But just waiting here. Is this pullback healthy? 32. Yeah, I mean, look at that bounce, man. Okay, maybe I need to switch stocks. All right, low was 35. Okay, I think I might switch stocks. High 70. That pullback was nice, man. Look at that. What's the volume here? Volume has increased nicely. 28 for VWAP. It seems like it has downside risk. And of course, the other one is going that I switched away. Jeez. GDTC, man. Okay, maybe I don't even touch this one. Man, what's going on? Unbelievable. I'm gonna take the long on ELOX. I am willing to add to this if I can, if it gives me the opportunity to. We might get a new high of day here. Do not Titanic. Do not Titanic. It is. The stocks today, man, you know, the range is ridiculous right now. A little bit of share size for that high of day push, right back down. I don't like the third dip, so I won't touch it. I'll wait for a retest of the highs. There's a new low. This is the third pullback. Maybe it holds up here at 15. Green 125 to like a $400 red trade. 20-cent loss, 2,500 shares. Something like that, I think. Let's see. There's just no consistency in the momentum right now. And it's 66 out of 52 and even 45. Attempting the 1-minute candle to make a new high. Buying and the bid's just evaporating. But what do? You take the loss, you smile, you move forward. Good bottoming wick. So is it on to something here? 15. It needs to go. Okay, spread. Yeah, these stocks today are very unforgiving, right? Compared to other stocks we've seen. I don't know how I would have done the resumption. I didn't really get to watch it, the price action. I'm going to take a look at PWM. Not looking any better than the rest. BTTX. Not much. CING. Not much. ELOX. A little tricky. GDTC. Also a little tricky. GRRR. Not much today. MOB. Not much so far today. TAOP. Raphael watching to short, so it's time for me to clear out of that thing. And here comes GDTC again. Right now the main thing is for us not to waste our mental capital. In fact, I'm going to size down across the board on everything to protect my. I should have already done this. I'm going to size down to just 500 shares. Right now I'm down 230. No need to allow the red to go any bigger if we don't see anything yet. And you see, for 815 back down to 780. Just a huge range, man. By the way, how many viewers do we have today? 434. Guys, we have 434 people watching, but only 83 likes. So, if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to our beautiful channel. Right now, things are just a little choppy and slow. We're only down 230, so we're just being patient. I've sized down. Right now, I'm just gonna wait. I've tried the chop to still try and make something, but sometimes you can't be a hero, right? I've noticed it was choppy, still tried, but it's like, okay. ELOX is holding up its support again, which is good. But I'm missing the dip. I've missed it already. Down at 15. So the range is just bigger today. It's like if you're watching for those lower lows, you can catch it. GDTC back at 810. We'll see how that one does. Low 15, low 15. The breakout trades are tricky. If you're buying the dip too high, it's a little tricky. $22. Do I want to take a starter here? GDTC, okay. Okay, not right back down, man. Jeez. Stocks are brutal today, man. From new highs to right back down. Brutal, brutal. Yeah, that was super duper late. Let's see if it does curl though. I needed to trust my instincts at level 2 right there. I think this should curl, but you know, we still got to be careful with the type of day we've been seeing here. Anything is anything here. And there's a 1 and we're in a huge spread. I'll cut it right back down, not curling. You guys will notice that I'm red when stocks are not going up and sustaining themselves. Some people can trade the backside momentum a little bit. I mean, I can too, but I usually prefer not to. I don't think the odds are as good, but it can be done. There's a few people that we know that's done it, and they do it right. But again, the main thing here is to not waste our mental capital. Let's, you know, preserve our actual account, our mental account, and just continue to wait. If you're red right now, it has to be small red. So if something does move, you can easily recover. Or if not, it's a small red day and then tomorrow again. P&L, we're down 280. 280 bucks. We're now up to 149 likes. Do appreciate it. If you're now tuning in, be sure to hit the thumbs up. PWM over VWAP could be one to watch, but you know, it doesn't seem like it's ready yet. TCBP curling up slightly, but volume is really light. For this price range, we should be seeing way more volume. TAOP, not much. PWM again, waiting to see what this one does. So we bounced at yesterday's or Friday's, was that Friday? What day is today? Yeah, we bounced at Friday's high at this blue line. So we'll see. I think right now across the community, we'll probably have a lot of mixed P&Ls. You'll have a few people that are green that got in on some of the right areas. For example, ELOX at 515 the first or second time. It bounced up like 30, 40 cents. If you capture those type of trades, you'll be green today. Likewise with what's the other one? So many of them. Yeah, GDTC. Likewise with GDTC. If you capture this 1 minute candle to make the new high properly, or you bought the lows down here, we had a big curl back up. But then again, on the other side, false breakout, big flushes. So I think there's going to be a lot of mixed P&Ls, at least to this point. And again, we're just waiting to see if something else with more consistency starts to move. If not, I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Doesn't make sense to stick around for this. It'll be the same thing over and over if it stays like this. All right. So even when you're consistently profitable, you gotta know when to like throw in the white flag, right? SOS is moving. Am I missing SOS? Maybe I am. It's not hitting my scans. Okay, it's now hitting the scans. Volume. You guys know I don't look at the comments when I trade, so whatever I miss, I miss. There'll be another one. SOS. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all. Volume. Looks like it came in. 1 minute candle making move high, pushed up. High of 839, pulled back. 783, got halted up. So this is a nice move. It's a hectic kind of a day. Okay. Holy smokes. It's flying. Flying high. High's at 47. Will we get halted up again? 62? Jeez Louise. Okay, I didn't know it was that strong. There's a hidden seller or something waiting. 35. 15. What was that? Oh, my share size shoots. 200. Not good. My share size cost me there. Too aggressive. Good fill. 15. 7. It needs to get over 35 here. Come on. Had an amazing fill, about time. About time they gave me some good fills, man. With all the robbery over the last 5 years. No. Oh, that was not a good fill. It's holding up. Tight stop here. Seems like it's holding up. Or maybe not. I'll wait. 89 is the lowest. The 5 minute candles aren't looking bad. Probably should have given it more time. 927. Come on. There's a 10,000 share bid. I'm getting some great fills. I mean, this is unbelievable how good the fills are right now. Thinkorswim finally paying off after all these years of trading. That bid is walking up. The bid is walking up the ladder. How far are we gonna go? Okay, maybe not that far. The order did not get filled. It's like it evaporated. I don't think it got filled. They were at like 15, maybe 10,000 size. If they're doing that, the order has to be real, more than likely. 20, it usually is, right? GDTC, by the way, back at highs. Ought to be just holding a trade at like 890. This is the third time though. Can we break down and reclaim? No. Okay, switching gears. If we get a pullback on GDTC, I'll be long. We're finally getting consistency. I guess I still have small size. What's the high? 84. These stocks today, man. They're a mess. The range is just all over the place. It's never easy, but today in particular is, very, very tricky. We want limited downside and high upside potential, right? Limited downside risk, high upside potential. In some situations, it's like it's 1-to-1, which is not good. You guys know my accuracy here is around 50%. So at 1-to-1, I'm just only break even, right? So if the stock is holding up its levels and pushing higher, then I'll stand a great chance of ending green. The low of 74. Come on, talk to me nicely here. No, it's not going to do that. So we're curling back up, maybe over highs. That's a terrible breakout. It's going to try again, though. This time we'll go. Let's spread. 25 for the highs. Not a great fill, but okay. New highs? No, not quite. So I'll wait. It might need a pullback here again. It's not dropping though. Oh, okay, there's a drop. Jeez. The moment I thought it was safe. You see, what happened there, the pullback just took forever to come. It looks like it's failing. This is too much of a pullback for a 1 minute pullback. Yeah, in that moment, I already expected it to start to drop. So when it holds up at 07, I start to think, okay, maybe we're not going to get the pullback. I buy and then the pullback starts. Okay. There's a risk out, we have, oh my gosh, the spread. Spread. Okay, I'm gonna use limit orders here. No, this is just failing. This is too much. 11. It needs to get back above 50 immediately. I'm gonna stay away from this. This is too much of a drop here again for me. Switching back to SOS. SOS over 9. There's 910. 20% spread still. These stocks, like, where am I at? I might shut it down here, man. At this rate, I'm gonna go crazy. So SOS is moving. I'm switching back to this one. Huge range though, huge range. High of the current is 20. Low of the current is 85. Low of the 5-minute candle 60. VWAP is at 60. GDTC looks like it's just failing miserably. The 5-minute, we should have held VWAP at the lowest we should have went was 40. My plan was to buy 50 area with a stop around 40 area, like 55, stop 40. Can we curl back to highs of 9? But the 5-minute setups. I wonder if this one is worth it. Do not Titanic on me, all you do. I'll give it a chance. I'm assuming this is a quick 1-minute pullback. That's why I'm long here. If it's strong, we should see like 910, 915 again. I'm assuming this is a quick 1-minute pullback, but we'll see. If not, tight stop. Show me the green. Nope, cutting the rest flat. ELOX curling back up as well. Maybe we can make back some of the losses on this one. Probably call it there. On a day like today, I'm not too fussy to keep trading because of how difficult this price action is. Again, I still think even now it'll still be pretty mixed because it only takes one big flush for you to really, go red. So there'll be people who are green, people who are red, and I don't know if there's too much of an in-between on a day like today. The stocks are unforgiven. The spreads are opening up. We're seeing big flushes. I do like SOS on the 5-minute, so I'll keep paying attention to it. Maybe I take another entry down here. I will. Small size though, just to make sure. Yeah, ELOX curling. ELOX. Can we get halted at 581? At least that'll present an opportunity. Halt is now 504. I'm in a trade, so I can't really watch it. It's against the rules. Do I want to re-average here? Or do I just hold? I'll cut it. I'll re-average. In case it goes as low as VWAP, which is 60. Because we made a new low anyways. And look at ELOX, right back down. But SOS, I'm very, very interested in here. If this stock fails, though, I'll be out of here. Waiting. If it goes, I'll just scalp as I'm not in. Waiting. Oh, are we ready? What's that? We need better than that. Is it gonna fail? Waiting. The low of the current, 82. 70. Come on. At least pull back properly if you're gonna do that. It doesn't seem like it was ready yet. But the way how the 5 minute candles are, even if it pulls back, it's still bullish, right? Unless it makes a new low and like really sells off. It's a matter of just getting a good entry here. I'm gonna stick to 500 shares, and then once it starts to move properly, I'll size up, and I'll have to be accurate, or else I'll be right back red. It's one of those type of days. So being patient for the high of this area or the low, either or, and in both directions, we want to see follow through in our favor. With tight stops, if it goes against me, it's not personal. I'll just cut the trade. $74 by 92. Be careful with the market orders. Come on, give us a beautiful entry here. Give us something. If it fails, I'll take the loss. Buying into weakness. What will it be? Will we prevail, or will I be selling and red on the day? No fear, no hesitation, as usual, as always. Something is in my eye. Now take me over 9 on this other half. This is what I need to see here. I might even add back aggressively, but let's not botch the trade. Hmm. Gotta make sure that I don't take a loss if it goes against me here. In which case, I'll just want to re-average. Time? What attempt is this? 1, 2, 3. This actually might be the third attempt. 1, 2, 3. 1. No, 1, 2. Looks like it's the second attempt. You know, that alone gives me confidence to hold or not. Like, how many times it's down here. So it's coming back down. And it is struggling. We need a bottoming wick here. Okay, good. Very good. Shit. Well, I'm not gonna get a fill down there, so that's not good. I'm a little slow with my hotkeys. That was great. So now short sellers are scared after seeing that because they thought they were getting a breakout. Now they're covering. That's short sellers covering right there. I might have to take it high. I'll just jump in. Let's see what it does. Will we keep going to the moon? Jumping in for this ride. Cover, cover, cover. Oh no, it's coming back. See, this is not good. Yeah, that's not good. What's that, man? Like, what is that? This is why it doesn't even make sense to trade here today. From short sellers being fearful to now a sudden drop, it doesn't make any sense. The market is just doing its own thing today. And then back at 60. Yep, that's my cue. I'm grateful to be green today, to be honest. It's one of those days where it's just tricky, man. And I met, shout out for the shout out to all of you guys calling this stock out. I did see it very early, in like one of the messages, but I didn't click on it because there's so many stocks already on the watch list. But it seems like I might have missed out on earlier opportunities. But just, grateful to still come and make something. And I think this is a great place to walk away. It's back at 870. It's like pick a side. So if I stick around, I'll be hoping that we do get a direction. But it's 10:14. The first hour is almost up. We haven't chosen a direction yet. Can we end up doing so? The answer is yes. But I don't know, man. My instincts is telling me to just walk away and not wait. You come to these crossroads every day. The other side of this is the stock goes and then I miss it, right? So it's like there's, do you want to say FOMO? I don't know if I would say FOMO. It's a matter of wanting to trade something good if it does come. If I'm not here, I'll miss it. Decisions. What I usually always do, the first thing again is size back down. Jeez. I like, some of you guys might say this guy's a mess, but to be honest, this is as real as it gets. Like, it's raw, right? This is how everybody's feeling when they're trading. So we just let it all out, right? The constant back and forth, your bias changing in a minute, in a second, whether it's on a trade or an important decision such as this one to walk away on the day. This is as real as it gets. Relentless. So when you're feeling this way, you're only human, right? It's not to get upset with yourself, but the main thing is whatever you choose to do, you have to accept the results and the consequences. So if I stay and I make more, good. If I leave and I miss something, good. If I stay and I lose money, good. You just have to accept whatever happens. So here we are at $9 again. Let me pull it back on screen. Try these stocks will drive you crazy, I tell you. But it's still bullish on the 5-minute context after holding up again. But you gotta watch out. So I just got 100 shares until this thing actually starts doing something for real. So can we get over 9? Can we hold above 9? And I'm gonna go with small size. I'm content with this green day right now. So what I'll do, I'll go with small size and kind of restart the day, and slowly, gradually size up if it's strong. This means I will not be able to maximize profits if it does rip right now, but I'll be okay with that. So even this is like a form of risk management. I'm asking myself, am I comfortable where I am now? Do I want to push for more? There's 905. And the emotion for me that I want to avoid is going back flat or red. So I'll trade based off of that. And again, it'll mean I don't maximize, but that's okay. If I make 2 grand versus going back flat or red, the emotions are so much stronger on the other side. Yeah, ELOX is moving up. Hopefully we can break over, what was that, like 80? 75? It needs to get over 75 and then high of day at 89. So PWM is also curling. Just a little bit. The volume is light though. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. This is as real and as raw as it gets every day. Some days are better than others, but it's always a beautiful day. Any day where we can maintain our discipline. That's all I ask for when I show up. And it's been about 4 years now of doing that every day consistently without fail. And I'll continue to do it every single day. You know, even when the times gets tough, even when the markets get slow, even when I'm buying into a trade and my internet goes out and my power goes out, I'll still keep composure and I'll continue to trade to the best of my abilities every single time, every single day. I've been to the place where, you know, I'm trading and I don't recognize myself. Never again. I will not ever allow that to happen again. The feeling of helplessness as you trade and not being able to control yourself. So I got this video on TikTok with like 1 million views, and these people are going nuts. They're thinking that they're thinking that our gains are fake, which I guess is a fair point if you're somebody who's not really in the markets, right? ELOX. Today is a small green day, up $400. It's still impressive, right? I mean, it's an hour. We've been here for 50 minutes. SOS also at 9. Which one is going to go first? Are they going to hold up their levels? There's ELOX over 75. Can we hold? I'll take a long 100 shares. Come on. There's 86. Okay, something. And this is where I can start to slowly increase size once the stock starts to hold up. Oh, okay. Can we get halted up? Come on. 610. I'll miss a trade changing my share size. Come on, come on. Get locked in. It's now at 22. No. Oh, okay, maybe. We should get another eruption, right? Where is it? Where is it come? Where's the volume? 95, 92, 86, 4 fill. The volume is kind of having trouble. The other one got to 20 and back down. So ELOX seems like it might be the one here, but still very volatile and tricky. Come on. Come on. We got 200,000 shares. We're 10, 610. Held up 6 fairly well. 86. We had a new high. Low of 6. Needs to give us a proper pullback. We got to be careful about adding and being a little too aggressive. But I do like where we are right now with the stock. Come on, go to the moon. Where's the push? Scratch trades. Over and over. Scratch trades. I had 35 as a potential daily level. It seems like it might be going through. It needs to get halted up or give a proper pullback. One of the two. Mm-mm-mm. I gotta start throwing out shares. Highs at 47, 45. A little bit of a higher fill there. Continuation. Into the halt. Come on. Into the halt. Into the halt. Okay, just waiting now. Again, you know, I need something a little bit more decisive here on the level 2. It's kind of like a slow grind right now. Slowly grinding up. So if you're in low and just holding, you know, it's not bad. Can we get halted at 69? The other one is halting down. SOS. 35. I'll let it price in a low and just wait. This is a little disappointing to not be able to capitalize here, but that's all right. Needed to just be in holding at a lower entry, but that's how it goes sometimes. Low, currently at 24. Time, 4 minutes, or let's say 3 minutes, 15 seconds left in this 5-minute candle. It's possible that we get a rep to green in this same candle. It seems like that's what might happen with this type of range. So a high of 45. Yeah. Will it keep pushing though? Man, all my trades are losing trades here. Thankfully for this small size, jeez. Starting to skip a little bit. The other stock is back up again after almost halting down. SOS. Fair fill. Fair trade. Oh, can we see a few more of those? Jeez. Not a fair fill there. It's really struggling here for a new high. But being patient, right? Might still come. There's 80. It's the worst price action in the world for me. So I'm waiting still, you know. Again, I kind of let my guard down a little too much on that dip, thinking we'd get a 5-minute setup. But I completely did the red to green. Come on. I really need a halt resumption here. A halt. Can we see a halt? 718. Are they trying to? It's like if people are trying to short it still, which is like preposterous. What's the float? You know, do we have a little bit of a higher float here? A 5, 18. The halt is at 27. $200 EMA is coming up at 750. So it's like the perfect place to get a halt. That way we could potentially resume higher. Also, PWM has crawled back up. PWM. This is the first time in a long time a stock has went up this much and I have not made money. I'm gonna get my chair, sit down, eat some popcorn, and enjoy the show. Fit through here and we at this point the stock is gone without me and I have to accept it. Time 31. Unbelievable. So we're right at the 200 EMA. This is either a great dip or a flush. Can we see a bounce right here? 705. Back to 25. $15. All 15, I guess 10 cents. Better than nothing. 30. Okay, there we go. So that'll complete the dip. Time. Candle has 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. All right, so we got a low of 706, high of 30. And start throwing out some shares again. But I'm going to keep in mind that potential resistance is close. So I'm going to stick to small size. And blasting right through the level here. It needs to get halted up. Come on. Come on. It's at 75. The level is extended, but no bounce, no rip. Halt is at 86. I must have had a terrible fill on that trade, that winning trade, because I don't know how I only made 10 cents. It's kind of crazy. Because of how well we broke through the 200, I don't think it'll be an issue. So I'll be watching. All right, this is it. This is it, man. This is it. High of 54, low of 35. Time 30 seconds to the new 1 minute candle. $10.34. Five-minute candle needs to close above this 200. If not, it's not super good. So I'll ease off here. Seems like a few buyers are coming in though. When I'm gonna ease off, we could be starting the backside. So I'm gonna try a few dips, and other than that, if we don't curl, I think we might be backside. It blew through the level. I wanted to see us back above it quickly, but seems like it might be having a little bit of trouble. Red on a stock that's up 100%. This is nuts. Again, for my style, it just, just could not connect properly. And so we are seeing a bounce again. Jeez, they feel me 83. Come on. Not Titanic. Great fill. But not the follow through I would have wanted. Good flush here, but I'll give it a chance. Spreads, man. If it's gonna go, it needs to go, or else it'll flush. People are gonna get wary if it doesn't go. 13 for the high. And then the selling might start. But it's such an aggressive move back up that previous high was 77. I don't know. I'm gonna keep throwing out shares. Come on. 10 bills. But it's spready, right? So it's okay. We've got 18 for the highs. I might actually try and hit it hard here. Time. There's a minute and 10 seconds. It might be in the last, you know, last lap. So I gotta try and dial in here. Can we make at least $200-300? Oh, that's not good. Nor is it nice. 71. Bigger flush. Bigger flush. Oh. Oh, well. Bigger flush. Every time I think it's not going to do it, it does it. My timing. 50 for the lows. It's a good pullback, but I'm in too high. That's where I'd want to hit it hard, but I'm in too high. Not good, not good. Wish it looks good, man. Not quite the break. Can we see the break? That's a good break. 14 fill. Jeez. They're not sparing me with these fills, I tell you. They're not sparing me at all. They're not sparing me at all, and the bids will not catch up. Take me to the moon. Take me to the moon. Finally. We got a low of 27. High of 76. I'm gonna keep my share size at 1,000. I don't think it makes sense to size up. Oh, okay. Squeezing out the short sellers here. Come on, let's get halted, man. Come on, 996 for the halt. 996 are right there. Where are those bulls? Where are those bulls? I might take some trades into this halt. Can we see it? I'll be long 300 shares. I got a partial fill. False halt. Somebody sold. Okay, it's gonna get halted higher. 910. Come on, let's get locked in. Let's get locked in. 910. Let's get locked in. We need a break here. We need to take a breath. 910. 910. Here we are. Getting halted. Getting halted. Big bids coming in. 10,000. 11,000. 12, 13,000. 16. 16. Okay. We can breathe at last. Man, how long did it take to make something there, man? 10 hours. Oh my goodness. But better late than never, right? That's what they say. Better late than never. I think this halt is good here. Let me see how the daily chart looks. ELOX. Also, what is the float on this stock? We are kind of coming into resistance. Well, I guess it kind of depends on how you look at this. Might not be. Float 1.6 million. Wow. And it's so interesting that it's moving like how it was. I mean, just could not trade. Hopefully the guys in MMU, hopefully you guys did better than I did here. I know we're not all using the same share size in these type of things, but hopefully you guys are able to capitalize. I'm gonna check out the P&L chart area. Oh, it doesn't seem like anyone posted yet. Eric Green with some nice trade. Shout out Eric Green. Legend in at 38 out of 77. So good job there for MMU. All right, we got some students who looks like they're doing all right. In terms of resistance, so I'm looking at the daily chart and I'm seeing that we had some huge green candles on May 15th and then again like April 10th, and we had highs of 1090. Also going back on the highest drop off, $10. So I'd say, between 10 and 1090, if we clear between 10 and 1090, this thing might just keep going. And just put two trend lines just kind of to remind me that if it's not looking great, to like slow down a little bit. But other than that, I'm ready for this resumption. It just depends on the price action here, really. If the price action is good, I'll keep trying. If not, then I'll ease off. Yeah, but over 1090, 16, I don't know. It's possible it keeps going up, but I'll take it in small increments, 25, 50 cents at a time. We'll see how it does. We got halted at 43, so at 48.22, we'll see resumption if it is a 5-minute halt. P&L on the day, we're at 1691. I'll have two order entry windows open, one with 1,000, one with like 1,800. If I feel like I need more size, I'll size up, but I have to be careful of the risks of sizing up, which means I could lose a lot of money very quickly. 50 cents, 1,800, I'm back flat already on this stock, which could happen. If it happens, it happens. It is what it is. It's part of the deal of risking and taking on more risk, right? Risking and taking on more shares. So cutting the chatter, 48.22. A minute to go. 1 minute to go. Raphael saying lower resumption. I don't know. We'll see. For me, I never try and guess what it'll be. I just wait for it to happen and then make a decision from there. Some platforms do show a little bit on the level 2, but I do not go off of that. There are days where it's saying one price and then it opens up totally different. So I just wait for the resumption. But yeah, cutting the chatter. Here we go. MMU, if you guys have, and I hope you guys already did, check out the section for halted stocks. You guys know exactly what I'm looking for here. So 9:10 halt. Let's see where it resumes. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Here we go. I was late. To the moon. No, it's having trouble. To the moon. We need more size. Jeez. 76. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Damn, who bought that dip like that aggressively? I didn't do a good job. The low is at 82. I mean, still, wait, it's bouncing. Hold up, maybe there's something here. There's a bid. There is a bid. There are bids. Squeeze. Oh, oh no. Oh, man. Jeez, I sometimes when I buy, the price jumps 20 cents right before I buy, like in a split second. I mean, come on. Whenever I make a sound, that's kind of usually what's happening. So 50, it's right back up. Short sellers are going to be scared again. Great fill, but struggling. Yeah. Man, those trades are just so tricky. It's like if I hit the buy button a millisecond faster, I'm instantly up 20 cents. Instead, I'm filled 20 cents higher, 1,800 shares. What's the math on that? What's that? 180 times 2? Man, 300 bucks gone. And then not only that, I'm filled higher, and then I get slippage on the top coming out. What should be a green trade because of how slow I'm reacting here. And maybe that wasn't even a slow reaction. It kind of just did its own thing in that moment. So we got lows of 87. Let's see what it does. You know, can we continue to see higher lows off this level? If we do, maybe there's something here. But we just have an insanely big range. I'm going to size back down and just be patient. I like that we're holding up down here. That was the third time though, so you guys know I don't touch the third time. So if it breaks and reclaim, I'll take it. If it holds up and then comes back down, I'll take it. In which case we have a nice reset. Can we hold up? Can we hold up? Can we hold up? A lot of red, so a flat trade. It needs to be back up quickly if I'm going to ever hold those type of positions. All my trades with 1,800 shares were red trades, by the way. I think I took like 4 of them, so this is good. Nope, back down. Low, 6, 7, 867. I think this is good though. As long as you don't Titanic on me, I do not mind. Green, 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 green. No, no green. Okay, good fill. It's the risk. The risk here is it fails, right? 82, 882 low, low the current, 867. The stock is very extended, so if it pulls back here, there's no telling how low it goes. But you know, I'm hoping it holds up the 1 minute consolidation with that breakdown and reclaim we just had. So I'm still watching. 6, fair fill. Oh, I'm out too soon. Okay, it's holding up. Getting murdered with these spreads. Getting murdered. And look at that, bids flushing out. So I think I'll ease off. I'll wait for more volume as it starts to curl some more. I think that will result into some safer entries. It's like a little too choppy here. What other stock am I? We're green on GDTC. Okay, I see. Yeah. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Jeez. It's not ready. If it's ready, we'd keep going. It's back down again. 67. Oh, let's see. Let's see how it pulls back. I wouldn't be surprised if it drops again for the short sellers, right? It could, but it's holding up high at 9. I'm gonna jump back in again just to see if it goes here. I'm gonna keep throwing out orders here. Good fill. Great fill. About 12 on the bids. You know, I appreciate it when Thinkorswim gives me a nice fill, man. I really do. Because there, I have the other times I'm just getting obliterated. It's 10:57. It's 11 o'clock here on the East Coast. For those of you that don't know, we are back home, all the boys. Back home. But we have so much content from the trip that we'll keep posting content, right? So it might seem like we're still on the trip, but we're not. Back home. I think I want to ease off right here because we're in a very in-between place. I think I want to wait a little either for low or high, depending on what happens. So watching here, not touching it yet. I want it low or high. This could hold up though, but I want it low or high. I like that we're curling back up here. Might be too soon for might be too soon though. Waiting for more volume. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Oh no. What was that, man? Alright, that's it. That's it. That is it, man. Ah, I didn't get caught in the drop, but still, like what was that? How does the stock go from being so strong to doing that? Like everything on the pullback plays out so good that this drop doesn't even make sense, but it still happens. But we know it's not personal. We just got to cut the loss, even if we're caught in the flush. Man. Mr. Crispy Trades, post in the P&L, brother. Post in the P&L chat. No one is above the rules, not even myself. Not even the pastor. Not even the pastor is above the rules. Well, I'm out of here. We did 2.6, which is a solid day. I'm gonna stop the recording and I'm gonna upload for those of you in MMU. By the way, whenever this type of drop comes, as the stock bounced up to 9 is where you go short. If it does curl back over like 25, you gotta stop out just in case it just, goes to the moon. But in terms of our MMU quick scalps, that's how I'd approach it if we had shares. Let me see. One share. Do we even have shares? Yeah, it's hard to borrow. Yeah, so I posted the TikTok, right? The TikTok got like 1 million views, and these people, like, if you see the comments, I tell you, man, nobody believes. Like maybe like three people, three people believe that we actually made the $30,000 on that day in the team house. When I was like, how did everyone do? And everybody was saying like, 2K, 3K, whatever. It is, but I get it though. It makes sense, right? If you're, I mean, even for me, like a few years ago, like I didn't even think, even now it's still kind of unreal, um, to know that I just sat here for an hour and made $2,600 while working at Amazon 10 hours a day, 6 hours a week, 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. I'd only make like 3,000 a month, with my 16, $17 an hour pay. So, I definitely understand why there's a lot of, doubt. But that's why I'm here doing what I'm doing, live streaming, so that if anybody's actually serious about wanting to learn, they'll actually be able to see that this is real. This is as real as it gets. Throughout all the frustration and me complaining as I didn't make anything throughout this first big push. But finally, as the stock got a little bit more volatile and a little bit more range to the upside, it's like the downside risk remained the same, but the range to the upside increased, and that allowed me to jump in and get some good winning trades. Initially, I didn't want to push size, but I'm like, okay, let's push some more size. We pushed the size, and we got the results. So next time, we'll just push the size earlier. Yeah, I'm gonna take off the recording. I'll do a quick recap here for those of you who are now tuning in. But I'm gonna take off the recording for MMU. Actually, no, it's only an hour 40 minutes, so I'll leave it on for this. Okay, so quick summary of the day if you're now tuning in. Quick summary, and is the stock still strong? It is, right? Still up a lot. It just comes down to if it'll give a big flag on the 5 minute now. So it's still not really finished yet, but it is a little weaker in the short term, pulling back. We're still up 115%. But of course, you gotta, if you're still watching it, you gotta be watching at a pattern that you like and that you think has a good odds of working. But yeah, summary of the day. We're up 26, and the day started off slow. It started off choppy. We talk a lot about preserving our mental capital, and I mentioned it a few times. I didn't mention the word longevity, but it's usually something we'll say from time to time. Giving ourselves a fair chance as the day starts. I, you know, at the open, I recognized it was choppy and that I needed to slow down. But sometimes you have this optimism about yourself where you still try to push a little bit. I didn't go full power. I just went, like small size. I still tried to push in the chop to still make money because, part of me was thinking it might just be a choppy day, try and get a little something and then ease off. But even that is not really the smartest thing to do because the odds are is that the chop is, the chop is going to chop you out, right? It's like a strong stock like this, understanding myself, understanding how I trade, when it does start to move properly, it's like I stand like an 80% chance of being green versus the chop is like 30% chance of being green. So like why even bother when the odds are against me? So even now I still need to increase my discipline even more. But that's how the day started with me trying to trade choppy stocks, kind of red, kind of green. Recognized, hey, let's preserve our mental capital, sized down, and waited patiently. Once something started to move, utilized the advantage of small size, which is I can get involved and see if I'm beginning to get accurate. And if I am accurate, that's what gives me the confidence to now use bigger size. It's not a matter of P&L, it's a matter of accuracy and being in tandem and intertwined with the stock. So I didn't size up through all this entire first move because it didn't make sense. I wasn't even able to connect on the small size. If I can't connect on small size, why in the world should I think I'll connect on big size, all right? So we waited patiently, we've sized up as we started to connect. And in terms of the patterns and the edges, this was a good pullback that we missed. But look at how nice this was. Is it coincidence that the stock pulls back at this pink line? We had this line drawn earlier, pre-market or maybe a little later than that. I can't remember. But anyhow, this is the 200 exponential moving average. We first push right through, but we don't close above. It looks a little weaker down here, but surges right through, and right here, double bottom 72, a flag, and then we dip down. I'll answer that question in a second, Discord. So we dip down into the 250, and from there, and this is where it comes down to how you want to approach the trades. You can be scalpy like I am, or you can just hold longer, right? Depending on your personality or your environment. If you're at a broker where there's a lot of fees and you do want to hold longer, if you really and truly look at this pattern here, and you're in against support, you really and truly didn't have a reason to sell up until this topping wick and this red candle starting to form. And that was from 750 to 988. Even if you're in with 100 shares, 500 shares, you could have made something, you know? So there's opportunity for all. People who are holding longer, scalping, everybody is able to make something. Even the short sellers, if they recognize this in time, they can be short. Even if they're not short very high, they're short right here. And now at least they're seeing something, you know? We had the resumption earlier. Did I trade this resumption? I can't remember. I think I didn't. I was watching something else. But there'll be a full recap at 4 p.m. as usual, as always. So I don't know if there's anybody from TikTok that came over today, but if you did, this is what it's all about. And if I want to, I can transfer today's entire gains to my account, to my bank account, that is. and it'll be available in 2 to 3 business days. Now, of course, you have to account for taxes. So if I'm to take out this full 2,600, I have to understand I might have to pay Uncle Sam a nice $200-300, maybe 400. I don't know. The tax brackets depend on where you finish at the end of the year. If you finish the end of the year 50,000, you're not going to be paying the same taxes as someone who finished of the year 500,000. It also depends on your state. It also depends on other factors. You know, do you trade under a business? Do you not? Do you have other you know, assets that you could potentially write off against? Do you have I mean, it's why people don't even really talk about taxes, because it's so unique. It's like, just, the way how you're gonna do taxes is more than likely different from somebody else. Um, but the taxes will vary, usually depending on state, stuff like that. If you're living in Puerto Rico, you're probably not paying any taxes really, right? I mean, that's why so many of the celebrities are moving there, right? When it comes to capital gains and income tax and stuff like that, they have an advantage there, right? Some states don't have any income tax. I've always been a little reluctant to talk about taxes, but one of these days I can make a video going over the general and basic stuff. But then I feel like everybody knows the general and basic stuff. Going over my own taxes, maybe, I don't know, maybe from like a prior year. But even that, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd, as transparent as I am, I don't know if I'd want to do that. You know, you guys will have to hit like a crazy like goal of like 400 likes on a live stream for me to go over my own personal taxes. Let's say year two, or let's say last year. We have to hit like a nice like goal or something, man. Yeah, so there's a question asking about which platform we're going to switch to once Thinkorswim merges. So the saying is, and the word in these Wall Streets has been that the transaction will be smooth. You're not even going to notice that anything has changed besides the login screen and logos. For example, if we go to single screen here, you'll see that there's this Thinkorswim logo. Like, for example, this will be a different logo. That's all that's going to really change. So we're going to have to switch our username and password over from TD Ameritrade to Charles Schwab. And that'll essentially be our login screen as the stock is curling back up. Small size. Small size. Again, let's see, small size here. Or maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Geez, right back down. Big flush. Yeah, so I'll be with Thinkorswim. Um, I'll be with Thinkorswim, right? Until further notice. If we need to change, we can. One thing that I've realized is that you have to pride yourself on change, because that's the only constant in life, is change. From when you're a toddler to, you know, adolescence, your environment, your surroundings, different school, different people, different jobs, different businesses, different companies, different house, right? Different apartment, different responsibilities. And so if we need to change to a new broker, so we will, right? And so we will. Another annoying, and I don't like to use this word, but something that's annoying about certain types of videos is the editing process. And when it comes to a video like taxes, I'd want to edit it myself. Um, I don't know anybody right now that's trustworthy enough to send my taxes to besides my accountant and or family members. So, I'd have to like blur out all the information and not make a mistake, or else you leak your address and things like that, which is not good. I'm transparent, but not that transparent to where, I want you guys showing up at my house to trade alongside with me. We'll organize that for the team house, right? And eventually there's going to be a meetup. There'll be a meetup in New York at one point, at some point in time. If not this year, next year for sure. I'm gonna rent out a venue. There's gonna be some nice catering. There's gonna be a structure. And for all of those who are living in the tri-state area, if you guys want to come and hang out for like, a few hours, let's say like 5, 6 hours, it'll be a great networking event. We can see each other face to face. It'll be well organized. We can do something nice. Um, but yeah, in the future, the day trading team house is like a bit of a taste of that. And then, maybe one day it gets so big that, you know, maybe there's like a nice resort somewhere where there's great connection to the internet, great Wi-Fi and good internet connection, and maybe like 50 to 100 of us go at the same time. I mean, I think something like that is very possible. For those of you who are able, who are in the situation where you can, it's something. For everybody else who's working to get to that level, we keep working. But we are thinking for the next trip that we do with the guys that we bring an MMU student. We might. It's very likely and possible that we do that. It's something that we thought about. Shout out to Save MX Trading on YouTube for the idea. And Marcelo and I will cover the fees. Fly out a lucky student. I shouldn't even be saying this type of stuff because somebody's gonna steal the idea, right? But anyhows, we're doing it first. We're gonna do it first, right? We're gonna fly out a student. We're gonna have them come and live with us for a week. All expense covered. Free vacation. But of course, we're gonna be trading, right? The possibilities are endless as we continue to grow. I mean, that's gonna be so cool. In fact, it's not even if, it's when. We're definitely gonna do that. I mean, we have to, and then we can raffle it off like how we did with that wheel, and choose a lucky winner. Yeah, that's gonna be that is gonna be so cool. Break of 9, small size, and I had a high fill, so it's gonna be a losing trade, unfortunately. I'm gonna size down. I'm gonna watch it here. This could curl right back up to highs. As mentioned, it wasn't finished yet, right? Hmm. Strange fills, but okay. I like that we held up so well down there. What was the low? 30 and then 21. So if anybody was watching, they could have been long. PR, FX. Yeah, I was ranting, so I'm missing potential stocks. ELOX, man. ELOX moving back up. I'm gonna keep to the small size for now. Oh, hotkey error right there. Yeah, I'm gonna keep to the small size. I'm gonna end the recording for MMU. It's gonna be too long. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it here. And I'll start it again. If not, the file size will be too big and then it's a headache to try and compress. 25. And a lot of you guys have been sending me, I had some footage yesterday. I had some footage the week before. And I really love what I'm seeing. Parjan and I went over a lot of stuff too. I really like what I'm seeing from you guys. Oh my goodness. Come on. Maybe I need to be a little bit more focused here. I'll cut the chatter. We got a high of 45. Okay. High of days at 988. Short sellers are very afraid again right here. It could go. But price action a little choppy. So I'm recognizing unless it starts to really open up, it might be best for me to be in and holding. But of course, that entry was down at 830. Here we are, dollar share higher. So if we get a proper 1 minute pullback, I'll try and buy. If not, I'll have to wait for an aggressive move and to try and scalp. I'm surprised of how well it held up. I mean, this is great. I wonder if it'll give another leg. It's very possible. There's 07. Nine. It gave me a high fill, no surprise. Minute 11. No surprise, no surprise. You know, sometimes, man. So 909 coming down. I still am working on like not complaining and not getting frustrated when I mess up on trades. When I do it, I sometimes miss opportunities, right? And it's just not good. You really got to be emotionless here, which is hard to do. It's the same habit I had when I was playing video games. So I'm gonna miss this beautiful dip, selling too early. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, oh, are we ready? Should have been at 910 holding, man. Why did I sell? Why? If you guys rewind the video, you'll see that I closed my eyes and kind of said something under my breath. I was asking myself, why did I sell? So this is good. Short sellers are scared here. Very, very much so. Small trades, just really small trades for now. I'm gonna size up soon. I like what we're seeing. Big Steve, talk to me nicely, man. Where are those bulls? KB, are we going to see a new leg, second leg, third leg, and a retest of highs? Small seller coming in. Not worried about no 8,000 shares. Yeah, we're not worried about that size. You know, any amount of share size I could buy, I'm not worried about. It's when I know I can't for sure push that size, then it's like, okay. We might need more pullback. Good. Seven. Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? I'm gonna ease off if we don't see volume soon. Where's the green? Where is the green? It's so close, man. It's so close. I wonder if anybody's short and holding aggressively. It's a little bit of churn. 25. Fair fill. Is this it? Is this it? Maybe this is it. The break of 50 and retest of highs. 48. 48. 48. Not quite. Okay, I'm getting a little too excited maybe. 37 by 42. Again, I still think the emotions are good to have. In a good way, right? In a good way. Not like be doing the wrong things, of course. It's impossible to be emotionless. So we just try to suppress it as much as possible. Then the size down again. Time. The candle's about to close. It's like usually around this time is where it's starting to go. Yeah, there's a new candle, right? So what's going on? Do we need more pullback? Or are we going to start to see new highs? 6. Needs more pullback. So I'm going to stop taking scalps. All those scalps are for me thinking the new high should come. It's not coming. One scalp too many. We're going to give back a little. Now, are we going to see a bigger pullback, or is it going to be a tight hold? If it's a tight hold, more scalps might be warranted. If not, we might see, maybe 9 or even below 9 again. It's holding up high so far. I'm not going to jump the gun like I did the last couple of times. I'm going to wait a little bit for confirmation. The other times I bought and then the flush came. So 29, 36. 37 on the ask. 22 for the low of the last. Time 11:26 a.m. here on the East Coast. What will it be? 25 on the bids, 24. If it breaks down this area and curls back up, that could be good as well. 24, 24. The selling pressure is very light, which is a good sign here. Maybe it's going to hold up high and curl up again. I wonder if, yeah, I wonder if I'm too soon. I'm definitely too soon. So I'm going to still fall victim to that same exact trade. Jeez Louise, how many times do I have to take for me to learn? So below 9, 80, 86. This gives us the chance for a 5-minute entry where we can hold longer, right? So what I have to do now is capture this trade and not even bother scalping when it goes back up. I can just hold this longer and just let it go. So this is good. And now I'll watch for the re-average. So poor sell is going to come back. And I'll watch for the re-average here, more size, if we get a good chance. So a quick scalp there. Actually, let's do it this way so we can average in. Something is biting me. Mosquito. Mosquito. Low 78. It's possible it goes lower, which I don't mind. It just as long as it doesn't go preposterously much lower, right? Okay. Okay. Time. The 1 minute left. Again, this is usually prime time right here. So if it starts to curl, it lets me know that it's ready. If not, hold on, waiting. If it starts to curl, it lets me know it's ready. If not, we might need more pullback. So waiting. There's 40 seconds left in this candle. Giving it a chance. Waiting. Do we need more pullback? 80. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to wait. Get back in. It's possible it doesn't make a new low. But there's 20 seconds left and we're down here. So waiting. The selling is light. The selling is light. But do not fail me here. If it does, I'll take the loss. 75. Risk is limited. Still holding. Take me to the moon. So I'm watching it as like a reclaim, but I'm open for it to go lower. If it does, I'm going to take the loss and re-average and risk again. But so much red, it's holding up. Better not flush down 50 cents. And if it does, we'll take the loss. 77. There is some uncertainty, right? So it's hard to be super aggressive. But, you know, part of me does want to take like 3,000 shares sometimes in these areas. But that consequence of the risk, you know, I'd be back flat on the day if it does do one of those catastrophic flush. Might add. I'll add. Watching the ad again. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Okay, maybe not. It's curling up though, so I'm giving it a chance still. Sometimes you gotta be more patient than that. It's confirming it's holding the lows, and I've added aggressively. So here we go, here we go. Now it is time. Time to fly. So at this point, I'll be careful of false breakouts, and I'll just hold this last position. You know, it should have went immediately, man. It could have had more size. Jeez. You know, sometimes you gotta be more patient though, right? Relentless, you gotta be more patient. It's the scalper inside of me as I'm taking the longer hold trades, like conflicting interest at times. And you gotta fight the urge. I expect this to go back to 20 to what's it called? 60. Like 960. I expect 960 out of this. Can't believe I don't have size, man. You know, that's the point of that trade, is to just be in and holding and not even having to worry to scalp. So because my size is low, whenever it does pull back, I will have no choice but to scalp it again. So let's see what it does. A pullback is fair at this point, but let's see how far it goes before it pulls back. Maybe it pulls back here before going. Right now, I think it's confirmed that it's holding up the lows. I think I might have gotten a fair fill. This is being aggressive for sure. But as you guys know, aggressive is my middle name. The bids. The bids. Yeah, this is not great. And this is how you end up watching me trade. Sometimes I'm just too early, but don't worry. I'll re-average if I have to. I'm gonna size up aggressively if this stock starts to go up again here. But again, I gotta be careful of false breakouts. High of the current candle is 24, which could be an ad spot if it's good. Curling back. Well, where's the volume here? Waiting for volume. So I'm basically scalping it already. Time. This is like a low pullback. It needs to curl. Low, 92. 5. Okay. Not ready yet. I'm gonna ease off from the scalping. If I'm long like I was just now at 80 or 75, whatever it was, I'm not really loving this here. It's still, you still have cushion against the market price in your entry, but still it needs to push up. But I like that the selling here isn't heavy. But you know, I'll wait again for once volume gets back in, I'll be back in. As soon as the volume comes, I'll be back in. And again, I'm willing to be very aggressive here if this does want to curl back to hive day. For those of you watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Likewise with Twitch and Facebook. If you are a new viewer, consider subscribing, following, and joining the community. Like we're lingering around what's that, 8.90? $9, 8.90 area, waiting for volume. 5-minute candle to make the new highs at 35. So we need this 5-minute candle to be an aggressive candle with volume once it starts to go. There's 12, 11, 12, 12, 17. Is this the beginning? Is this the beginning? Is this it? It's so tricky in these areas to know when it's gonna go. So again, I just like to stick to small size. It might not even go in the next 5 minutes, right? But again, I had no reason to add so aggressively and ruin my cost basis from the entry at 75, or I could still be holding with break-even stop. Or stop at the lows. But if I'm adding and I'm in at 910, 915, 920, I can't hold against this drop here despite us still being above support. It just doesn't make any sense. PWM getting called out. Mooning, high of day. Man, I'm so ready. If this stock wants to go right now, I'm so ready to go. Ready to lock in. So this thing is moving up nicely. PWM pushing up a little bit. Could use a little bit more volume though, I think. Yeah. Could use some more volume. I'll leave that one alone for now. I do have some DMs I gotta respond to, and I will later once we're done. So there's 905, 907. Let's not get distracted. 909. I think this stock is very bullish still. And once we get back up to 940, the short sellers will start to panic. It's not what I wanted. Okay. PWM moving up a bit. That's not good. You know, I realize when I'm watching back the videos, my facial expression is like an accurate description of what the level 2 is looking like. And sometimes there's so much uncertainty in my face, and it's because of how the level 2 is just so choppy, right? It's like if you guys follow me on I don't did I post this one to Instagram? I can't remember. But when we started playing poker, my poker face is terrible. So I have to cover it up. I have to put on a mask. So I had on some sunglasses and a full face mask. If not, the guys can see right through if I'm lying, if I'm, being serious. You gotta go into the poker match with a ski mask if you're like me. Jeez, man, that is crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Moon time, baby, moon time. Time to moon. The stock is pulling back. I'm thinking what I should do here. Should I shut it down? I think it's still bullish unless it breaks below 830 right now. Or was it 816 was the low? It might be one of those stocks that you got to be here all day for. In which case, I need to start doing other work. So, I'll have no choice to shut it down. And I'll keep my charts open as I'm writing up emails, responding to students, working with students, and so forth. If I could if the world was such a nice place that people didn't, care about doing bad stuff, I'd just live stream everything. But unfortunately, unfortunately, that's not how it works. There are good people, a lot of them, but there are also some bad people out there. Why do they choose to be bad when they can be good? I have no idea. Sometimes, it's your surroundings, other times, bad environment, things like that, but we still got to hold ourselves accountable and try and make a change. Because nobody's coming to save us. Nobody's coming to save anybody. And, even God only helps those who are helping themselves. Doing nothing isn't going to change anything. So we got to do something, right? Down here, I like that the volume is very light. We had a low 43. This in itself might end up being an excellent pullback. But it's high. It could be either higher lows. There's always a chance we fail. That's possible. I'm going to take a starter. Small size. 50, 45. If it flushes down, okay, 10-cent loss. Hold on, let's see. 38. It is risky. There's a bid. It is risky. Can we curl a little bit off this bid? I'll wait for the breakdown. Some people are still watching, which is good. Fill. Good. Beautiful, beautiful, lovely. This could still be too high, though, I wonder. Because the low is at 16. 44 to 16, what is that, like 30 cents risk? But my reward is at 988. I mean, there's some good reward in there, right? So I'm going to try and hold this now. If the stock is failing, then this is just a losing trade. If there's a chance it goes back to high of day, then this is a great trade. Sometimes it's just that black and white, you know, in terms of how the pattern is going to work out. That was at 20, 30, 40, 6, and then 6 and 4, 29 cents. My risk is 29 cents. My reward is 60 plus 88. So over a dollar share. Was that like 130? A dollar 30 cents potential reward if this happens to be strong here. What I don't mind doing if it is weaker here is to wait and get back in again lower. But it all depends on how it plays out. Sometimes they curl right away, other times they linger, sometimes they pull back some more before curling. It all depends. Sometimes they just flush down 50 cents. I'm prepared for all of that to happen. And even the extreme risk of it just flushing down into a halt can even happen too, although I think that's less likely. That way there are no surprises. You even got to be prepared for this halting pending news, instantly halted pending news. That way you're never surprised. Even if somehow you have to sell this stock at $0, it gets delisted, you're still not surprised because although the chance is low, it's something that could happen, right? So you're always prepared to act no matter the circumstance or situation. So for you to be able to do what you're supposed to do, you have to be comfortable. It's why I'm not using 10,000 shares right now, because if I use 10,000 shares here, I'm not going to be comfortable. And I just rather be comfortable whilst I'm trading here, you know, or else you can sell like right here. I'm already thinking maybe I should sell them up 20 cents, 10,000 shares. Like, no, that would be a terrible trade. It's not the trade that I'm looking for. That rate is just gambling, right? Even if this comes back down and I'm flat or small red, it doesn't matter because I'm looking for a particular trade here, right? It only makes sense if I stick to the trade idea and the pattern. PWM, is it coming alive? Still light volume, but moving up a little bit. ELOX curling up nicely, slow and steady. Slow and steady. I like that the volume is low on the red candles pulling back, but as we start to curl here and we wind down into the last couple of minutes of this candle, is where I want to see buyers coming in more aggressively as we're curling back up. That'll usually be a good sign for confirmation. Spreads opening up a little bit. On a trade like this, I could put a small trailing stop as well. And, you know, the other one is really moving. I wonder if I should switch gears. Time, 48, 30 seconds. There's a minute 30 seconds left in the candle. We're not really curling yet. The other one is getting halted. Are we going to get halted? I might switch gears here. Jeez. Time. There's 2 minutes left. Is it 2 minutes? No, 1 minute 10 seconds. We're not curling yet. Switching gears. Should probably switch gears a little sooner. Again, I mentioned I put a trailing stop so I don't come out with a loss. I'll watch that stock still. We'll see if it curls back up. What was yesterday's high? 30.92. There's a spread here, but let's see how this does in this pullback. What? Oh, I was right on it earlier. That confused me so much. Waiting. More green. Time for size, baby. New high of day incoming. 31.88. Spreads are massive though. Jeez. Maybe we don't go up to full size yet of 300. I'm gonna go up more if it keeps going, if it's, you know, trading well, but spreads, I tell you, man. 25. Let's see if we can get a nice limit order out there. PWM, watching, waiting. Low is at 65 right now. High is at 87. High or low? Which way is it gonna be? 84. Even this might be too high. Canceling, waiting. It could hold though. It might hold. Might hold. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Come on. I think that's what I probably shouldn't have added. I probably shouldn't have added, but okay. Give it a sec, 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 give it a sec. Waiting, 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 waiting. Oh, I should have just took it off. That's disappointing. I'll get back in if I have to here though. I was gonna add for break of 31 is what I was gonna do. But like, is this, we gotta be careful of a 5-minute pullback. Although it seems to be holding. 20, 22. There was a lot of selling here just now and it held. And look at this spread. 30 by 75. You really got to be careful with this type of stock. You know, if you're using 2K shares, you know, every trade is like 50, 60 cents. You'll be up 5, 600, down 5, 600 each trade. So as long as mentally you feel good about it, it's not a problem. Sometimes I don't want to deal with the roller coaster. So I just stick to the smaller size. Spread is so trash. Damn, they gave me 70 on that fill. Jeez. I have to take a loss here. Yeah, let's just take a loss. But, you know, I was slow. I tried to break a 50. That's why adding is just so hard sometimes. Still holding up. So I'm going to keep an eye. I'm going to keep an eye, waiting patiently. Going to keep an eye. Going to keep trying if it continues to hold. But I don't like touching the low this time here. I'm going to leave it alone. But if it holds up, if it breaks down to reclaim, of course. There's the breakdown. It's a big breakdown though. 50 cents, 29.50. So we're just seeing a 5-minute pullback here at this point. So we'll have to wait and let it just price in the low, which, you know, hopefully is right here. What was that? 28.53. Do I want to risk this? Do I want to risk that? Maybe. Maybe. Let's see if it gives a chance. How much am I willing to lose here? 100 bucks, 50 cents? Come on. Come on. Come on. Give old Relentless trader a fill, please. Dang, no fill. Should have just marked it in. Man. Partial fills, they take away a little part of me every time I don't get filled. Or let's say lack of fills, even partial fills too. I should have been long 28.85 if I had just marked it in. Up 50 cents unrealized. If it keeps going, I'll scalp it. But I've missed the mother load. There's a new candle. If I'm long, I don't really love that it's back down here. So I'll watch for a new low. Or a retest. Is it gonna retest? It might retest. Let's not fall for this trade 4 times in a row. And then I buy and it flushes down, so I'm gonna be patient. 80 by 30 for the spreads, jeez. 50 cents spread. It seems like it's holding though. But this is where I buy and then the flush comes. So am I just missing a trade being too cautious? Maybe. If I'm to buy, I should have been in at 29. So maybe I'm a little too cautious. High of the last is 69. $65, so there's a new low. Well, no, the low's 53 rather. There's 50. What, 50 by 90? There's some red, 50, 50, 30, 25, 40. The basket's not coming down, jeez. It's hard to tell if it's reclaiming because the ask is just staying up, which could be a good thing. Never get a fill in this place. Actually, why am I not using my offsets? What's wrong with me? I'm not even using my offsets. I'm so caught up into the Thinkorswim platform right now. I'm not giving myself the best odds here. Watching in case it goes. Too soon? Damn, they filled me above the ask. Jeez. They're not playing. Yeah, let's just take this loss. They're not playing, man. They filled me above the ask. 65 by 90. So they'll make 60 bucks off of me. Okay, cool. I was too early. Oh, good stop. It's breaking down. Let's zoom out. Is this too low? This might be too low. Yeah, I think this is too low. I think that's it. That was a good trade there, but it's too low now. It's like it's pulling back too much. We're gonna end at 27. It's not a bad day. Can we do this every day? I think so. It's possible, but there needs to be momentum, right? My goal in this back half of I don't usually set goals, but it's like I'm gonna try and just trade the best as I can every day. But I hope to reach a certain mark by the end of the year in this back half of the year, July to December, 6 months. So, we'll see, man. We'll see. The time is now, the time is here. And this is still with small size. And we're going to continue to push, 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 push mentally until we get to the place where we can trade a stock like this, with 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 shares. When I get to the level where I'm trading a stock like this with 5,000 shares, those are the days where it'll be up like 20, 30,000, but we'll also be down like 10,000 on some days, or maybe even more. It just kind of depends how much you lose. Day trading, ladies and gentlemen, day trading. Okay, it is about that time. I've traded till 12 o'clock yesterday too, so maybe the way how the momentum is like shifting, this might be the norm for me the next few weeks. I don't know. I don't mind, of course, whatever is required to get the job done. So, for those of you who are still here on MMU, you guys are the real MVP, learning and growing and trading. Dylan, Covert, Jessica, how you doing? I gotta check and see if you traded Tesla today. I know you've been absolutely smoking Tesla these last couple of weeks, so really good job there. But I'm going to shut it down, and I'm gonna go get some lunch, and then I'm gonna get right back on the grind. I have some paperwork to do today. Today it's mandatory. I might stay home from the gym if I go, just a quick walk. But I have some mandatory paperwork I gotta do today. Of course, create some content for the reels, edit up the content. PRFX. This one was called out earlier. PRFX. Nope, not touching this. This is all halt side volume. Some of the guys in the Discord love this stuff, but I'm not doing it to myself, man. Nope, nope, nope. No way. How's the price action? PFRX. PRFX. PRF. Missed all the price action. Okay. You see, and then this is how I entice myself and get involved. It's like, why am I looking at it? Time to go get lunch. It's halting up. It's halting up. Yes, guys, keep it classy in the Discord, please. Keep it classy. No one is above the rules, as we know. I'm checking chat to see if I missed any MMU questions. PRFX was called out. Yeah, I'll probably trade it on a resumption small size. When was this? Awesome. Good to know. Thank you. Okay, covert. Okay, I see. If you guys are heading out, stay safe, stay green. Stay green mentally is what I mean when I say that, right? Stay positive. Even if you had a red day or a day that you didn't really like. Lucas, is that my P&L or Lucas P&L? I don't know. Lucas, if that's your P&L, good stuff, man. Nicely done. Nicely done. Jeez. Lucas mooning. Miguel. Okay, so resumption. Let's dial in. Ooh, man. 12:03, 5, 8, so 08 and 8 seconds. Daily chart, resistance. The daily chart looks good for now. 1288, we're above that level. That's good. Next obvious level, maybe like 1740, but that was a green candle though, bullish candle at that. It did pull back. Some people might watch 1450 area, maybe 1380, a little hard to say. Not a lot of volume on those days. Yeah, like 1450, 1490 maybe. I'll put 1460 just like as a benchmark. The lines don't have to be to the exact penny or anything for me. It's just like an area where I just want to pay more attention if the stock is showing weakness to ease off. No one knows where the stock is going to go, ever. Not unless you have a time machine. So 08, I'll have 100 shares. Small size, relentless, small size. And I could open up another order entry here. PRFX, and then what I could do is have this one set to like 250. I want to get slightly more aggressive. If I build a cushion, then I can size up. So we got a minute to resumption. I have to start standing up again here soon. Okay, high of 20, high of 1427. Yeah, and I've got to remember I got to make a few calls to try and get some maintenance done here today on the house. That's another thing I can't. I gotta write these things down in the to-do list, or else you forget something. 10 seconds. Oh no, 10 seconds to 08, and then we have 8 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 1427. Here we go. 10-minute. I'm gonna still keep watching just in case. It's a few seconds delayed. Yeah, looks like it's a 10-minute. There are days where they resume off the interval of 5 minutes. What I recommend is if you have shares holding, if you're holding shares into the halt, or you have a cost basis earlier, to not move, because sometimes you go to the bathroom, you come back with things resumed, and you don't need any madness here, right? Any headache. I don't usually hold shares into it, so it's like if I move away, I'll probably just miss a trade at best, but that's okay. We miss trades every day, right? Right now we're missing Tesla and everything else that's moving up. The 9,999 other stocks that are moving up and down, we're missing by watching this stock. So, if you miss one more trade, that doesn't mean anything. Tomorrow again. In fact, I'm gonna go get a bottle of water. I'll be back. Oh, I push this green screen back a little bit. Oh, goodness. I am sore from the gym, man. This is the thing is when you go out, you go on this trip for a week and don't exercise. You gotta get so serious that you're exercising on vacation. That's when you know you're fully locked in. Okay, what time is it? 13. So we got 2 minutes. And I have 5 bottles of water, so we should be good for the next 2 days at least. Time 11:48. 11:48 seconds. Come on. Tomorrow we gotta let Marcelo do some commentary, man. I'm kind of curious to see how to see how he would handle doing this stuff here is not easy. Like talking as you're trading, you know. I just love talking, so it's easy for me to do. But if you're not as out there, it's not gonna be the smoothest thing ever. Trading is already hard. Imagine doing it in front of 500 people every day. But I'm used to it, and I'm used to this kind of stuff, right? I was always the guy that would raise his hands first to read in class, although not being a great reader. I'd I do poems and all these things in front of people at a very young age. Speaking in, being in the business club and leading the meetings and these type of things. Let's see, PRFX. Here we go. Instant halt up. Can we get a dip? Here's a dip, but it's so fast and the spread is so big. I'm not gonna get a chance. I'll leave it alone. Impressive, most impressive. This is good if you're holding shares. For me, not much to really do there. It's halted up again. So, hopefully Marcelo had some shares in there. I think Save had some shares too, so that's great. For those of you, and you know what I gotta do on this Discord? I gotta go back and it's been because of the vacation, really. I gotta go back and vet the messages. and you know, take care of who needs to be taken care of. Kitty, 1,000 shares was long at 1035, 1037. Wow, that's an impressive trade if you're still holding. Really nice. Nicely done. I wonder if he's listening. Kitty, are you listening to the live stream right now? Let me know. I'm gonna come see you. I'm gonna come see you this weekend, man. I'm gonna come see you on the weekend. Come check you out. ELOX, and I don't know if I'll be, I don't know, maybe this weekend, maybe. It's been a long time, so yeah, probably this weekend I'll be in that area. You guys, when people ask me where I'm from, I usually say New York and New Jersey because like half the times, I'm in either or, like half the times. Half the times. Pastor is on the go. Yeah, I like that ELOX is curling from those lows again at 8:15. So it's still holding up, man. And this is the type of stock at like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. You come back and it's like, back up there. I'm gonna start standing again. I'm gonna put this desk back up and then stand up a little bit. Come on. I probably should mute the mic when I'm doing this. That way you guys don't hear the winding of the get this chair out of here. Right. Probably. It looks like we'll be trading till till the close today or something. It's been a long time since we've done that. In fact, I think it was August of last year since we did a stream of like 5 or 6 hours. They're usually pretty good. We gain a lot of subscribers. And so if you are listening in and you're new, consider subscribing to the channel. Time resumption. We're halted at we're halted at 12:13. So it's at 8:33. So we got about a minute to resumption. 1 minute. I don't think I'll touch it. That last resumption was so hectic. I'm not in already. I'll just enjoy the show from the sidelines. 1650. What will it be? It's showing 7:05 resumption potentially. About 30 seconds. I'm counting. If it is a 5-minute halt. 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Here we go. 1350. What will it be? Nice resumption. Higher than expected. No dip. Right up again. So this is actually pretty good. This is strong. This is really strong. So hard to get involved in this type of area though. It's like if the first resumption could have given something. Let's see, 1750 is right back up. 1850, 1906. There's another halt. I could trade this type of stock well, but I need to be early. You need to be watching at it for a while to kind of get used to the price action and false halt there. $20.34. Shorts just really getting squeezed on this one. Eric Big Green, baby. In at 1770, out at 1906. Very nice trade. Nicely done. Hey, shout out to Eric Green and BMAC in Discord. Cool guys. I got an interview coming out with BMAC that's supposed to be really good. So I can't wait for that. Probably should be out next week. The California vlog should be out either this Saturday or next Saturday. Bro, these guys are aggressive, man. Kitty up 8.2K. Absolutely incredible. Our Discord, not everybody's profitable in our Discord, of course. Trading is hard. Trading is very hard. But we do have a small group of people that are profitable, which is good, you know. It motivates us. It lets us know what can be done. And if we continue to, you know, be our best selves and improve, there's a chance. There's a chance. Yeah, it's showing 2301, but we'll see. Yeah. Maybe I should have been a little bit more aggressive just now. That or either that or the FOMO is talking. I don't know. This is the third resumption, so I'll definitely not be touching it. So I'll enjoy the show again here. Resumption should be at 04. Well, it's at 24.33. 24.33. Crispy in at 18.99. Wait, hold on. What's that? In at 18.99, out at 19.06. Okay, there's a dip trade. In at 1772, and looks like he's holding into this halt, I think. So up 900 in that trade. These guys, they tell you, man. It's lunchtime and I'm still here. ELOX seems like it's now breaking down. It's lunchtime. I'm starting to get hungry. I'm gonna have to pull out of here soon. I think in after this resumption at 12:30, I'll be out of here. Especially if the stock is not going. If it continues, maybe I stick around and just watch it just for the sake of learning, and you know, seeing the price action. But it's getting to be that time. I'm starting to feel a little fatigued. I have to take a break at the very least. Today I'll have to go out for lunch. Maybe Subway. I don't know. Subway's usually quick and fast. Not terribly unhealthy. Probably do chicken teriyaki. Lettuce, tomatoes. Lettuce, tomatoes. Okay, cutting the chatter. We got about a minute and 10 seconds to resumption. This is absolutely nuts. Hard work, man. Hard work, hard work. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. Or what is that? Less than 10 seconds? Is that 10 seconds? Jeez. Okay, never mind. Here we go. 12, 9, 8, 7. Here we go. 20, 34. What is it going to be? Ripping again. 23. Halt at 23.10. Or are we going to see a pullback here? Man, this thing is just, it's absolutely just mooning. I don't feel any FOMO, only because of how everything transpired. Other times, you know, if you do see an entry that you miss, you can feel a little bit more FOMO. But I don't feel anything here. How far will it go is the question, right? Let me see. PRFX. When they get like this, it's like you just never know. Maybe 30. Maybe this is the last halt going up, and we're now on the backside already, and halts down on the resumption. The only thing to really say is if you're in with a good cost basis, you never go broke paying yourself something. But you know, for everyone out there, you're gonna have to use your best discretion and intuition based off your experience and everything. I'm not gonna say what to do because I don't know how far it'll go, but you don't go broke paying yourself a little something along the way, because it can halt down and go back down lower. That's the risk. The upside is that maybe it goes 25, 30, 40, 50, who knows? I've seen stocks go all the way to 140. The last one in this type of situation like this, I think went to like 100, pulled back to 40, and then went to like 120, and then halted from 120, halted down, resumed at like 60. Something crazy like that. I think that might have been like November of last year or something. November of last year. So long ago. Yeah, I am officially done for the day. So let's screenshot this. Let's get ready to get out of here. Post this to Discord in the P&L section. You know, when I come in, when it comes to feeling FOMO from the other traders, it doesn't happen for me because I understand, you know, you have to understand yourself first of all. You got to understand yourself. You got to understand your situation. You have to understand, you know, where you are in your life and how you want to approach things financially. You know, whilst I can afford a lot of shares, it just doesn't make sense to take on the risk right now. You know, but as I continue to grow, and as things continue to get better, it's why I know that over time I'll be able to make more, right? Because I'm actively trying to improve every day, not just in trading, but in every aspect. So the gains will have no choice but to increase as I increase, right? That's how you got to look at it. We're all in a different place, in a different time. Lucas, man, Lucas getting it done. Lucas. So proud of Lucas. Proud of all of you guys, man. The relentless traders. This is why we're the number one community in the world. This is why we are the number one day trading community in the world. and we'll continue to be better over time. All of us. We're going to be disciplined. We're going to keep working. And we're going to improve slowly and steadily. So resumption, 30 and 1 second. So we got about 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. We're halted at 23:10. Will we open up at 25 and keep pushing? 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. My alarm. Higher resumption and a squeeze, it looks like. Can we see a push? Churning a bit right here. Churning a bit. Which way is it going to be? Up. Can we see it? Yep. We're going to go up again. I definitely could have made money on that resumption. Definitely. Man, how far is it going to go? This is definitely something else. You know, a part of the problem with not being involved, it's like I wasn't involved down at 16. Do I get involved up at 26? But here it's tricky because the stock is extended, but it's also squeezing. If this goes to $100, in hindsight, 26 would have been a great place to buy as well. But again, it's just it comes down to how you want to approach it. And I don't think there's a wrong answer here. You just have to manage the risk with what you're comfortable losing. Ay, ay, ay. Do I have any snacks in here? I have sugar. I got instant sugar. I have this Twinkie. I'm gonna eat a cream finger. Cake snack. It doesn't look like I'll be leaving here anytime soon after this. This thing is just still going. — 20 grams is kind of a lot, but not awful compared to like those sodas. Holy smokes, the other one is coming back up. At $9. ELOX. BDRX. Also halted up. Maybe sympathy. Really like volume though. ELOX looks good. These are the days where you can't even move to go eat, man. I tell you, it's the action is just constant. I might have to order in at this rate. You know, I'm thinking I should get involved. Again, if it goes to like 50, this is not a bad place to buy, perspective. But we just don't know. Down at 16, I thought it was extended. Here's another $10 a share. So I'll start off here with some small size in the next 30 seconds. 100 shares to break the ice. If it keeps going and we see a good trade, we'll try it. If not, we'll just ease off and not touch. I do like ELOX though. It continues. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 26.40. Here we go. Well, halting down instantly. Never mind. I'm glad it did that because at least I didn't get a chance to risk anything, right? See, that's the risk, man. It's part of the risk. Imagine I hit buy and I get filled 26.40 and now I'm down $3 a share. Part of the deal. I really want to see a new high though, on this stock. But it looks great right now. Nice bottoming wick. Entries around 88 at the pivot. Also, if you're paying attention down there at 793 and you start to see this bottoming wick forming, you know, being long at like 830, it's a wide stop, 40 cents. It's not bad for a high day again if we can get back up there. So of course I'm gonna watch this flag, and if it breaks over this flag with volume, you guys know I'll be back involved small size, and then I'll size up from there. Well, I'm in high, and the volume's gonna stall out on me. $50 loss. Where are the bulls, man? Oh, that was so bad. Okay, maybe I gotta stop eating. On this resumption, is it the beginning of the backside, or is it dipping to then curl back up? I'm leaning more towards backside, but it's not impossible it gets halted back up again. In which case, I would watch for entries on the next resumption after that. BDRX 4137 for resumption. Yeah, guys, if you're gonna keep pushing, you got to be careful with your share size. You got to stay safe, protect yourself at all costs. So the other one, I think I'll watch. This one is cheaper. I can watch it with small size. For me, I'm basically done for the day, so just taking it easy. BDRX vaulted up. This stock was at $130 recently IPO'd and then sold off. Is there a headline? Saying a day ago. Yeah, I'd approach this one with caution. Just 500 shares. We got about a minute. $6.44. We're halted up $6.44. Just waiting. Again, BDRX, the one I'm watching. If it's good and I need size, I'll jump up to maybe 1,000. Nothing crazy. $6.44. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5. Here we go. Nice. I was late, man. Crap. Oh my gosh, that was good. Man, it's the fear. There's just a slight amount of fear inside of me when I saw the entry. Still made something. Still made like 25 cents. Wow. Good resumption, man. I bet Save captured that entire thing, huh? This guy does not wait at all. Once he sees the entries in there, let me see. I'm gonna check the Discord. MX Trading, did he capture that at MX Trading? The fills did feel slow. I think maybe it's not as liquid yet, so it might take longer to get those fills. What's that, Marcelo? Huh?
He's checking in, checking in.
Checking in. Okay. You're on the YouTube stream too, just so you know.
Still live?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I won't spill any secrets.
How you doing so
So I
far,
think of
man?
PRFX. Um, a little bit of 10K.
Oh, yes. Back to
How are
back.
you doing?
I'm at 2.7.
Nice. That's all. 2%.
Yes, sir.
Going for that roundup?
Uh, you know me. It just depends on if there's opportunities or not. I wouldn't force it.
Yeah. What do you think of this data this fall down on PRFX?
I think it's a possibility it curls, but it's probably more likely backside. But if it starts to curl, that's the indicator for the entry, of course. Tight stops.
Yeah, I'm watching a trade for that. But honestly, I don't know if he has another hold in it to go down or if it's gonna be a tricky part. It's like it's gonna come down to whether if he holds down or not. If he doesn't hold down, it's gonna hold up. I think I'm gonna watch for that. Like if it opens and it doesn't hold down, I'm like, all right, here we go, brother.
About a minute.
I'm gonna do small size though.
Day trading, man. The beauty of day trading.
Put it down 23.77.
Yo, imagine if we were to say our gains on that TikTok again today.
Yeah, we would have had even more haters.
It's crazy. All right, I'll let you dial in. We got about 7 seconds. PRFX 23.77. Is it still halted? Okay, keep watching just in case it's delayed. But if not, maybe 15 minutes. Switching back to BDRX, which resumption is in a minute. BDRX. If you're holding shares PRFX, I'd recommend still keeping an eye, at least on another chart. If you need to get out or add or whatever it might be. If it does crawl and you're adding for a bounce or something, or getting long for a bounce, whatever it might be. BDRX, I'm going to climb up in size a little bit, but I still know that it's going to be a little risky. 806. 20 seconds to resumption. Seven, 6, 5, 806. Here we go. 726, instant halt down. Not great. I think this one stands a better chance of curling. The other one is just so extended, it's hard to tell. ELOX pulled back. And why is it not showing on here? Yeah, ELOX didn't hold up. Yeah, it's getting to be that time of day, guys. It's getting to be that time of day. Man, my TikTok is going absolutely insane. You guys can check me out on TikTok, by the way, at Relentless Trader. We have a video that's hitting like 1 million views plus. Going crazy. The Pastor mooning in more ways than one.
PRFX.
But a lot of people who don't believe that, that the P&Ls that we're showing, they don't believe it. But I get it. If you're not like in the space like every day like we are, it's not gonna seem real. Even for me when I first started out, like half of what I saw, it's like, is this even real? But here, PRFX pushing up 2097. Are we gonna get halted up 21? If we do get locked in, I trade this resumption in case it wants high day again, which is at 2641. Must be with a typo. It happens, but he'll get it back in no time. I want to see this thing get halted up at 21.99 here. If it does, I'll try the resumption. But watching BDRX here in the next 2 minutes. Next 2 minutes. Freaking arm, man. Come on. In the next two, what time is it? 51. 2:19. 52.19. 52.19. Watching for the dip and a potential bounce if this is strong. If not, I'll leaving it alone. $52.19, about 40 seconds. BDRX. $19 seconds and counting. We're halted down at 7:26. Watching to see what it does. Small size. Five, 4, 3, 7:26. Here we go. Okay. Jeez. It wasn't smooth, so I didn't hold. Also a little tricky. 94, 89. That was a bad fill. I'll leave it alone. It's a little weak here. Need to give it some time. High of the candle is 39. Well, that spread, man. That spread. That spread. Dangerous. Oh my gosh. I don't know my fill, but okay. Can we get halted 78? Come on. 96 for the halt. Can we get halted 96? You see those bidders? I'm low-key tempted to buy here. This should be good. I'm going to size up on this resumption. I'm going to size up. Yeah, I'm going to size up on this resumption. This is strong. Strong, ladies and gentlemen. This strong. All day trading, man. Again, we haven't done this since August, right? We have not done this since August of 2022. Trade this long into the day. So if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, follow the channel, whatever lingo you want to use. And let's continue to stay dialed in. We're not making a ton of money here in the last couple of hours or whatever, but we're still adding slowly and steadily. Game Stonk, Christopher, I see you guys. Gene, Adam, ABQ, Evan with a D, Joseph, PT, Dash, Adam, Big Steve probably checked out already, Ricardo, Kumar, Darkness, quite a name, Mezd, Winning Trades, Sam, KT. Hope everyone is doing good. I know some of you guys probably left out already too, but that's all right. Isaac, Deeply. Yeah, I'm sizing up. High of day. If I lose here, if I go back red in this stock, that's okay. Part of the deal. We expect everything. Expect the unexpected. High of day is at 820. We got halted at 53. So at 58 and 42 seconds. About 2 minutes. This is looking attractive. Looking good. The pastor is ready to size up. BDRX. 58 and 42 seconds. I'll prep an order in case I do need smaller size. It gets choppy. 58, 42 seconds. If it is a 5-minute halt. So less than a minute. It's showing $9, but I don't know how accurate that's going to be. Could be higher, could be lower. If it opens at 9, I mean, what a resumption that would be. It's also showing 852. I have no idea. I'll just react. If I see what I like, then I'll be in. If not, no trades. 20 seconds and counting. No fear, no hesitation. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Here we go. Is it a 10-minute? Still watching, just in case it's delayed. Still watching, still waiting. And it seems like it's a 10-minute. Yeah. Okay. Dash, my man. Yeah. It's so crazy because it's like some of the videos that you think are good, they don't do anything. And then the ones that are like normal, it gets more views. It's like a weird thing. But the main thing is just consistency. You just keep posting. On the other platforms, that video did not do nearly as well. I'm gonna have to make a video showing my trader view today, though. Um, Again, just so that people can see that, maybe that helps a little bit. They're not gonna think you're real. Like for somebody to think I'm real, if they don't know me, they'll need to be here in the community. Like they'll need to be watching on YouTube right now. It's how you realize, okay, this is real. If not, if somebody randomly, especially if you don't know about the markets really, if someone is just saying, hey, I made 5 grand today, it's like, yeah, okay, you know, even the best paying jobs didn't really pay that much. So especially if you're younger and you're seeing it too, because usually, the older you are, the more you're making. Kitty at 11.8K, man, just incredible. Absolutely incredible. Discord getting it done. I think Crispy had another 10K. Marcelo said he was up over 10K. Save, I think, was up over 10K. I hope Tim probably had a nice day too. I think he left out early for work. You guys know Tim owns the pressure washing company down there in Alabama. And for those of you in MMU, it seems like you guys are doing all right today as well. So the entire community, not everyone might be green, but as a whole, it seems like, we're progressing. And that's the main thing, small and slow and steady progress. Each and every day, one brick at a time, one brick until we get up there. Our discipline is so strong and so big, it's like the wall of China. One brick at a time. Sometimes, the wall might fall down, part of it, but then you build it back. You put better cement, better foundation, steel pipes, steel beams, whatever it takes. So we got halted at 53.42, 03.42. So we got about a minute, a little over a minute to go. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to learn how to trade it, be sure to check out my course. Yes, I have a course. There's a lot of stigma around people selling courses, which I understand, and it makes sense because a lot of people are not real. But that's why I live stream each and every day, so that there's no doubt. I don't know how to do magic. So when I'm clicking on my Thinkorswim platform and I'm going like that, it's as real as it gets. For people who don't use this platform, they might still be skeptical, but as they do their research, they'll understand. We are the real deal. This is what we do every day. We put ourselves out there. We're disciplined. We're patient. And I don't claim to be perfect. I just claim to, be someone who wants to improve every day. And that's never going to change. Just, can I improve every day? It's little by little. And over time, so imagine how much better we're going to be 5 years from now. We're cutting the chatter, 10 seconds, no fear, no hesitation. Here we go. 5, 4, we're halted at 7.96. Here we go. Can we get a dip? Can we get a dip? Bro, whoa. That fill. That's gonna throw me off. I'm gonna size down. I'm gonna go long. That fill was atrocious. Struggling. But it's holding 9. Choppy, easing off. So moving kind of weird with the spreads. Bro, that fill was atrocious, man. It's only 2K size. It's gonna do a big drop. Yeah, he's off. I was long at like 840. You got filled at 890. Come on. In which world, man? That was only 2,000 size. I probably would have been better off with 1K shares and like a faster fill. It's gonna push us slightly over 3K. This might be the place to call it. 30 cents, 2,000 shares, $600 gone that I should have had. It's a lot of money. Low of 12. It's right back up. 40-cent spread. It's just absolutely crazy here. I don't know, man. Gonna come down to 500 shares. It's crawled back up, so I'll give it another chance. But smaller size this time. Just the spreads. Yeah. Yo, alright, that's it. Wow. It's the second time that happened to me today. I bought the dip, but like somebody bought huge size or something right before I did. From 87 to from 87 to like 95, I get filled at over the whole dollar at 34. Ladies and gentlemen, that is day trading. Unbelievable, man. But again, there are counters. I could have used an offset right there and just had a partial fill or a lack of a fill. Man, sometimes the losses, it's not that I'm frustrated, it's more like a disappointment. And when something like that happens and it's happening, the stock is moving so weird, it doesn't even make sense to keep trading. So sometimes you have to take it a step further to increase your discipline and hit the X button. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't care about what comes next. I'm going to take a break. I can come back for power hour if I want to, but right now that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. Relentless trader is finished. I think up 2.9. That loss, yeah, up like 2009. I can check on my phone. 2,900. That is just such a disappointing. It happened to me twice today, man. I'm buying in a perfect area and the stock teleports up 20, 40 cents. And I get filled at the very highs. $2,992. We are calling it and we are out like salt. If you're going the distance, continue to trade smart. Continue to trade the best opportunities that there are, right? Be patient, stay disciplined, and I'll catch you guys in the recap. And then tomorrow again at 9:15 a.m., same time every day. Right now I don't know what tomorrow has in store, but what I do know is that I will be disciplined regardless. And so I feel very confident, I feel very ready, and we'll just wait and see how it goes, right? All right, take care, guys. Dash, thanks for holding it down and hanging out. Christopher, everybody else, Gene, Viv, Legend, all you guys, Sir Clive, Mr. Clive, the Rum Trader, Ron T, Marcelo, Fun Bun, everyone else. Guys, stay safe. Covert, take it easy, stay safe, stay green. What a day. How do you say this name here? Spro. I'll have to look that up. I have no idea. I'll probably botch it badly. But anyhow, that's today. I'm gonna go lay down for 5 minutes and then I'm gonna go get lunch. Yeah. Take care.